Hi, my name is Andrea. I am a Reiki master, energy healer, and intuitive reader. This is my first Q&A type video, so if you really enjoy this and you like this, and that's like kind of the same thing, and you have any more questions, let me know in the comments and I will continue to make these. All right, let's get started. What makes someone a good candidate to work with an energy healer? I think it's important to be really open and to not have rigid expectations about what might happen or like transformations that you might experience. What I've seen in like working with other people or getting healings myself is that I never know what's going to happen and I never know what is going to lead to what. So being open is really important. If you feel called to do it, then I feel like you're a good candidate. Like you're interested, you're curious for a reason, you're being like pushed to do it for whatever reason. And so I would recommend exploring it and finding someone that you really like to get your first session. Are all energy healers the same? No. Or not. Even if it's like Reiki healers, they're not all the same. Pranic healers, they're not all the same. Everyone has their own unique style, their own way of working. Every individual person is different. That's going to make their healing practice different. If you think about it in other professions, like every teacher isn't the same or every chef isn't the same. I always say that if you are looking for an energy healer, to learn more about them, get a consultation, see if how they say they work is what you want. You want to make sure that you feel comfortable, that you trust who you're working with, that you feel relaxed when you're getting energy healing. So no, everyone's not the same, and that's why I share what I do so that people can see if they like it, to know whether I would be a good fit for them. Why do I get cold when I receive Reiki? I love this. People experience different things when they get Reiki. If you tend to get really, really cold, either like repeatedly during different sessions that you get, or it's just like one session and you're super, super cold, that is your body completely resetting. Sorry, I have like a fuzz on my lips. The energy is like stopping and then restarting again. So if you find that happening during a Reiki session, you might be experiencing a rebirth, learning how to do something in a different way, or experiencing a really, really big perception shift. So if you experience that, know that it's some kind of rebirth or some really big transformation happening for you. Can I use Reiki on my relationship? Yes. You can use Reiki on literally anything. Relationships, situations, jobs, past events, future events that you're nervous about, literally anything. So if you have a relationship and you want to bring more love into it or more joy, it's difficult at the moment and you want to clear that, or you want better communication, or like whatever it may be, like literally the possibilities are endless. You can use Reiki to help manifest that. So I got this question about me and one of my Reiki videos. Is using your breath something you learned yourself, or is it a Reiki technique? If you've watched some of my videos, you'll notice randomly I'll just be like and use my breath to clear energy. And that is not something that I learned. It's something that happened that I actually didn't even know what was happening. It actually happened when I got attuned to the master level, and I was at a retreat. That's where I got attuned, and we were doing this like fire ceremony at the end of it, and everyone had papers of like things that they wanted to release, and we did a ritual. We threw it into a fire and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna get into the details, but if you want to know more, let me know. I'll give you the details. And every time that someone would throw their paper in the fire, I was like like every single time. And I was like, oh my God, like I feel like a freak. What is happening here? So after the ceremony happened, I talked to my teacher about it, and she said I was using my breath to clear the energy, and some people do that, some people don't, and it really just like happens. So if you're someone who does that, you'll like find that it happens. I'm sure like you could probably learn how to do it. I would imagine there's some kind of energy healing out there where using the breath is like an actual technique. So if you know what that is, put it in the comments. I don't know. But yeah, so it was something that came really naturally to me, and it happens involuntarily. I just like feel it coming and I like have to release it. Do you cleanse your crystals after each session? Yes. If I'm using crystals on myself and doing self-healing, I cleanse them afterwards. And if I'm doing a session on someone else and I'm using crystals, I absolutely cleanse them. Different crystals absorb energy, and I don't want to mess around with that. I don't want to like transfer energy or whatever might happen. I don't know. So I always cleanse my crystals, any tools that I use, myself, my table, the room, everything, so that when I'm either working on myself or an animal or another person, the room is clear and we are in a space that is ready, like if it's self for me or ready for whoever I'm going to work on. Why do you sometimes cough when clearing energy? If you've seen videos of me doing energy healing, sometimes I cough, sometimes I gag, sometimes I burp. I was like, what else do I do? So usually what happens is I'll start to feel it in my chest, and then it'll come into my throat and I'll feel nauseous and I will feel gaggy, and then I will cough it out. For me, when energy it doesn't feel good, my body literally gags. It's just like, that's how it feels to me, and that's how my body clears that energy. If someone wants energy healing but can't work with a healer, what can they do? If the reason is financial, there are free resources out there that you can use. So for example, I have videos on my channel, other people have videos out there, so you can use those resources. You can always work on yourself. We all have the innate ability to heal ourselves. Our body is wiser than we could ever know, and our mind is very, very powerful. You can set an intention for whatever you want, clearing your energy, bringing something into your life, clearing something out of your life. Sit with yourself in a really quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Place your hands on your body. Do whatever you're guided to do, even if it feels like weird, or you're like, why do I feel like I need to say this or hum or whatever, move my body in this weird way. Do it, because your intuition is probably knowing like what needs to happen for energy to shift. If it's not a financial reason and you just want to be the one to work on yourself, you can always take a class to learn Reiki or other energy healing techniques. I actually am working on an online course that is going to be launching early next year, which I'm so excited about. So I'll put the info below if you want to check that out. And those are all of the questions that I have for this video. Again, this is my first Q&A, so if you really enjoyed it, let me know. If you have more questions, let me know in the comments. I will make another video, and I hope that this was helpful. Let me know, and I will see you next time. Bye.